If you're lazy and you don't want to do something, do it anyway. I'm telling y'all. So I talk about this all the time. I talk about consistency. I talk about doing things when you don't want to do it. I'm gonna be honest. Yesterday I didn't have the best day at work. Yesterday, and today I'm not really feeling it. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't want to make this video, but it wasn't because of YouTube. It wasn't because of anything. It wasn't because of views. It wasn't because of writer's block. It wasn't because of any of that stuff. It was because, like, I wanted to take a break because something externally happened, and that was at work. But I'm gonna tell y'all, and I think I talked about this in the previous video, don't let work foreshadow what you're working on. Don't let work foreshadow, what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let any of that stuff get in the way. It's really bad because when I first, I'm gonna be honest, hold on, let me fix this camera. Here we go. When I first made my first long form YouTube video, because I used to do Warzone content and stuff like that. I used to stream heavy on TikTok. I used to stream on Twitch. When I made my first long form video, I digress. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I was depressed. I was going through it. I didn't want to create any more content. And it's funny. I know and listen, this may ruffle a few feathers. I know I have friends that actually watch my channel, and listen, I gotta be upfront. Like, I didn't really like where I was at work. I was depressed. I was going through it. I just, and I personally let work get me this way. And I'm not saying it's, everybody deals with things differently. Everybody handles work responsibilities, micromanagement, if you will. People handle, what I'm saying? Everybody's not always right. I'm not always right. They're not always right. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is not what this is about. But long story short, I didn't want to make content because I was just so stuck in the daily minutia that is work. And you are there to do a job. I am there to do a job. What happens after 9 and 5, before 9 and after 5 is, shouldn't dictate, shouldn't hurt or hinder what I want to do, how I take care of my family, how I interact with my friends and my loved ones. And I'll tell y'all, it can get that way, and it has for me. And to be honest, this video is going to be all over the place, so please forgive me, y'all. Forgive me. It's going to be all over the place because I have this platform, and this is my personal platform, and I'm going to just speak on these things because I can. You know what I'm saying? No one can tell, and especially if you have a channel, no one can tell you how to film your content, and no one can tell you how to change your direction or on how, and you see how I changed the direction right there. No one can tell you how to change the direction of what you're doing and what you're working on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Do not be afraid to talk about what you feel on your platform. And I'm gonna be honest, today's topic is work. And how sometimes it can stifle someone's growth, stifle someone's opportunity to continue to make content, or even just create artistically. Because if you're a creative, sometimes it could be tough. It could be tough when someone or something externally is hindering what you're doing. I'm not going to be too candid about it because I don't want to, and just for obvious reasons. I don't want, whatever. But don't let work stop you from doing what it is that you want to do outside of work. Don't let that happen. It almost prevented me from making a video yesterday. It almost prevented me from making a video today. And I don't want that. I don't want that to culminate into a bad habit. And that's what happened. I made a video months back, and I think it was June, and I just didn't do anything with it. It made me lose confidence on camera. It made me not want to, I got the Osmo Pocket 3. I was hyped. I was ready. I was dialed. For the most part, I was streaming. I did it because it was playing games and streaming and creating content is something I've done to give myself an outlet to want to just think outside the box and just, get away from it all. And it's allowed me to connect with my friends in different states. And at a moment's notice, I can have a conversation with a close friend who's in, let's say, Florida, let's say Texas, let's say, it allows me that, or even another country. So it's really good. But I digress again. Sorry if I'm rambling, y'all. This is what I do. I know, let me know if you prefer the edit style videos. To be honest, I'm more comfortable talking like this because it allows me to get videos done very easily, and allows me to speak candidly about how I feel and not have to worry about it being this fake, like, you know what I'm saying? But it also allows me to get comfortable talking in front of the camera, even though, like, to be honest, I don't even want to, sometimes I didn't want to talk in front of the camera. So this is allowing me to get out of my comfort zone, and it's helped me in these past months when I wasn't doing too well. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't, I'm gonna be honest, I was depressed. This has actually helped me, YouTube low-key helped me. Just be able to speak on the smallest things, speak on positive things, speak on things that I'm working on. But nonetheless, don't let work squash your dreams, man. Don't let work stop you from doing whatever it is that you want to do. Don't let work change an idea that you have. It is just work. Once you dare to do a job, you were instilled to do the work that you signed up for. Don't show up to work and say you're not going to do work. Not saying that. What I'm saying to y'all is that you need to just, whatever it is that you want outside of work, go out and get it. Don't let, because someone is micromanaging you, don't let someone who doesn't have the best interest from you stifle what you're working on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may sound weird, but it does happen. And don't get me wrong, there are some great coaches, there are some great leaders, there are some great mentors, there are some great, I'm not saying that, but in a situation where you're working hard and you're like, damn, I can't even work on my side hustle. Like, damn, I can't do any of those things. Don't let that change because you're just like, how did it work? You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I'm feeling. I was feeling, before then I said to myself, nah, I gotta get on the camera and create a video about this and how I feel. It may not relate to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody's experiences, but I've experienced it. I've experienced it time and time again, and not everything is their fault. Not everything is my fault, but long story short, I'm not gonna let it stifle what I'm trying to do. I'm not gonna let that happen. I did that for too long. I did that for too many years. I did that like a lot. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you. I like dead ass. Like, there was some situations where I could have already been at this already. I could have already done this already. I could have already created videos. I could have already been done. I could have been done with this a long time ago. But what ended up happening was that I just did it. I didn't do it. I just said, oh, I'm gonna create, I'm gonna do it. But then what'll happen is I'm not gonna be, I just decided not to. And it could have been because of work, it could have been because of anything. But what ended up happening, I just would say, no, I'm not gonna do it. I didn't show up. I didn't put my 100% into it. I changed my mind. It sucks. It genuinely sucks. Like, it's genuinely been the issue that I've had where it's like, oh, I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna leave now. I'm gonna go and create content, but I just did it because someone or something got in the way. It sucks, y'all. Listen, I can't even, it's almost, I'm hot talking about it. Like, literally. And also, it's really nice today in New York, but long story short, I don't want to ramble too long. I know some people don't like, but that's how I get my my feelings out. That's how I create my content. So, but I'm not gonna let it get in my way. And I hope if you ever are facing something like that, don't let it get in your way either. Don't let it be the reason why you don't do something outside of work that you really are passionate about. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that be the reason. Anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all watching the videos. It really means a lot. Got some thinking to do, y'all. Anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all take care of yourselves. Peace.